Who's she gonna run to? Brad? If you're a Chad, is she gonna run to Brad? No, she's not gonna settle for second place. She knows you're first place, bro. What's going on, boys? Today's gonna be a little bit different of a video. Today we're gonna be reacting to Alpha Male Strategies video that he posted, I think, a few months ago about why he doesn't respect married men. Now, I personally like Alpha Male Strategies. I just think he's a funny guy. He just straight up, he's blunt, you know? He just tells you straight up what he thinks. However, that's exactly what it is. It's what he thinks. And I know that there is an entire army that is probably going to dislike and hate on this video, but this video is for the intellects that actually process information and can take information from both sides respectively. So without further ado, I want to react to this video and give you guys my input on what he is saying, because he has influence over a lot of people on this platform we call YouTube. I just want to put out a counter argument for anybody who does not agree with this, and then you guys can take both points and make your own decision. So let's jump into it.
So a common question that keeps coming up in the comment section is, if I get in a relationship, does that make me beta? Or if I get married, does that make me beta? Well, beta or not, that's up for opinion. To me, it does make you beta, but that's up for opinion. Everybody has a different opinion on that. But what I will say is, I have absolutely no respect for married men. None. And I'm going to tell you why. Guys, as men, we have to have principles and things we stand by. Nobody's supposed to make us do any fucking thing. You understand what I'm saying? And I think everybody pretty much feels or knows that a man gets the raw end of the stick in a divorce. I think every guy knows that. So what man in his good sense would still get fucking married?
It is up for personal opinion whether you think being in a relationship makes you beta or not. Now, I know a lot of people who are in the MGTOW communities or PUA communities will agree with him and say, oh yeah, if you're in a relationship, then you're a beta, or if you hold down something with a woman, then you're a beta, or whatever. It doesn't, okay, it's up for personal opinion. Personally, I think that if you can hold a successful relationship, you put her in the good girl zone, and you can successfully do that as a man. I think that is the most alpha thing you can do. If you are somebody like, I can tell Alpha Male Strategies does not take any value from the other counterpart in a relationship, then that's fine. You don't have to be in a relationship. That's respectable. If that's your thing, that's your thing. However, I think that many people can and will benefit from a relationship. Another point I want to touch on that he just talked about is that it's a pretty well-known, I guess, idea that men get the short end of the stick when it comes to a divorce. I personally train a divorce lawyer, one of the best divorce lawyers in Orange County, California, which, if you know anything about Orange County, has a ton of wealth. And with a ton of wealth, comes, you know, beautiful girls, money everywhere, and trust me, there's a ton of divorces that go on in Orange County. So talking to him while I'm training, I asked him about these specific situations. I said, hey, do guys go through divorces? Do they usually have the short end of the stick? And he says no. 70% of his clients are women that come to him as a divorce lawyer, and it's usually pretty even when they split up. Everything's usually pretty fair on both sides. Let's say the divorce rate is 50% of all marriages, okay? That's a statistic people like to throw around, although I don't believe that's actually true. Let's take 100% of all the divorces, okay? About 70% of those are evenly distributed. The guy does not get screwed over, okay? The guy does not get super messed up. Now that leaves 30% of all divorces. That leaves a possibility of guys getting completely screwed over. Of that 30%, maybe 20% of that is the case where guys will get screwed over. The woman's crazy, the lawyer is absolutely awesome, and he just wins everything for the woman. But you have to remember, there's also another about 10 to 15% of the time where the guy come out on top. So really, women don't have that much more of an advantage when it comes to the divorce process. But just like everything, there's you know, there's always exceptions to the rule. There's always going to be that, you know, ideal process that the guy gets screwed over. He never gets to see the kids. He's got to pay the child support, everything. He loses all of his money, blah, 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 right? It's usually pretty evenly and fairly distributed. Now, in theory, what goes around is all divorces, guys get screwed over. That's just not the case.
All right. The only type of men that get married are men that got bitched by a woman. And by being bitched, I mean she put the ultimatum to you. She threatened to take her little fish hole away from you. And you got scared and you caved in like a little bitch and gave her what she wanted and married her. Or you had a scarcity mindset, or you don't get laid reliably, and so you wanted to get married so you could have reliable sex. And I'm gonna tell you why that's bad.
So he just said that the only two reasons that a guy would get married is that a girl gave him pretty much an ultimatum that she was gonna walk away and she was gonna go find some other guy to hold down and tie down. That's one case. Or that you are just not good enough as a guy to do your own thing and have the abundance mindset to go get another woman. So those are the only two cases that he says guys get married. However, what he is insinuating in this video, it is not possible to be an alpha male, hold and maintain and feed an amazing relationship through marriage throughout the rest of your life. He is making that impossible. He says that that is absolutely impossible. Or you could just be a scared little troll on the internet and say, yeah, it's impossible to get married and still have an amazing wife, still have an amazing life. It's like, sure, it might seem impossible, but I think it's just hard and you're too scared to try it and make it work for yourself. Remember, nothing is impossible, okay? I don't believe anything is impossible if you try hard enough. Let's continue.
Why I don't respect that? Because as a man, you're supposed to be able to live alone as a fucking man. So even if you aren't getting reliable sex, for you to go and put your whole financial future on the line to be with some woman so you can have some companionship, motherfucker, if you want some companionship, go get a motherfucking puppy. Go get a motherfucking turtle. I don't give a fuck what you got to do to get some fucking companionship. You don't get the fucking state involved in your fucking business when you see over and over and over what happened to guys who pay alimony, let the woman have to have keep the house, child support, God knows what else. All right.
Okay, let me comment on that real quick. Yes, you can get a puppy if you want companionship. If that is what you are seeking, if that's the reason that you are getting married is strictly for companionship and nothing else, then he's right. You can just get a dog or a turtle. You can do whatever you want. If you want a successful relationship, you're probably gonna have to go through a ton of bad relationships to learn how to make a relationship successful as a man. Now, when it comes to getting screwed over by the courts, I already talked about that, so I'm not gonna talk about that again. But if you wanna make sure you don't get screwed over, get yourself a prenuptial agreement, okay? Set up everything correctly so you don't get screwed over. Make it very, very clear to the woman that she is marrying you and she's not gonna benefit unless she puts in the work. Set yourself up properly, bro. Just take care of yourself and then you can take care of other people like a wife.
For you guys, they're gonna say, but what about the guys who want families? And listen, I'm all with that. You don't gotta get the fucking state in your business to have a family. All right, so it goes back to my first point. All right, you got bitched because most women won't let you shack with them, or a lot of women. I ain't gonna say most women. A lot of women won't let you shack with them. You can have you can have kids and all this and that and other, but a lot of women put their foot down and won't let you shack. So they threaten to take their fucking fish hole away from you, and you fucking nutted on yourself and bitched up and went on and married the bitch. That's why I can't respect marriage.
Yes, I don't respect that either, but that is not the only reason guys get married. First of all, you're doing something wrong if she wants to do that. Like, you are doing something wrong as a guy if she is able to pull out of the situation. You have to be the man of her dreams so much that she cannot even threaten that. And if she does, you are so abundant, your mindset is so abundant that you say, fine, go. You have to be the best man she could potentially ever meet in her entire lifetime, and she will never threaten that.
Men, we supposed to be on our purpose. We supposed to be about ourselves. We supposed to be about our grind, not getting bitched by some woman. Not letting no woman put no fucking ultimatum to our heads, making us feel like if we don't marry her, she gonna leave us. Bitch, bye. You still here? Bye. I'll replace your motherfucking ass. So guys, let me tell you something. I'm 38 years old. Y'all don't think I get girls? Listen, it's hard enough for a woman to even try to talk to me about a relationship. Guys, I meet women all the time that just want me to be steady with them in a fucking relationship. I get ultimatums all the fucking time. All the fucking time. I fuck around with a girl 1, 2, 3 months, and here come that fucking ultimatum. Where is this headed? I don't know. Where we headed? To the store? Because we ain't getting no fucking relationship. So the point of me saying all this, guys, is that women come to me with that bullshit too. I'm not immune to it. Not for marriage, but for just a fucking relationship. They can't even get that from me. Because I'm a pure fucking alpha man. I can live on my own. You ain't gonna threaten me.
Look, bro, I think that is the first step. I think you have to be able and willing to live alone and be perfectly fine with living alone. However, if you are, going back to the beginning of this video, one of those guys who does want a family and relationship and have that family model for your kids, I think that's very weak. I think if you cannot make a relationship happen and work and be fine, then you have to keep improving, because it is possible. And if it's possible for even one relationship, it's possible for every relationship. But I do agree that you should be able to live alone and be perfectly fine with living alone. That should come first. And then getting married, having family, or getting into a relationship can come second. And you should be able to still be willing to pull out of that relationship at any moment and go back living alone if things start to go south.
Man, you ain't gonna threaten me. So when you see these guys who are married, understand that most of them are woman bitched. Motherfucker, you gonna marry me or I'm taking my fish hole and I'm leaving. And so these motherfuckers get scared of the woman taking their fish hole away from them. And so they marry her. Or they got a fear of being alone. And so they go and marry a woman, which is fine and dandy, except you got Big Daddy State hanging over your head, ready to take all your shit if shit goes bad. Every man knows that. So what kind of man would still go get fucking married? Think about that for a second. I want y'all to think about that. What type of man, knowing how the state is and the voices towards men, would still, in his right conscious mind, still go get married?
You have to accept the fate of going through a divorce if you do decide in your own head that you want to get married someday, because that is not only a possibility, it's a very high possibility that you could get divorced, especially in today's day and age. So you have to be able to understand that as a guy.
Either you have a fear of being alone or a woman bitched you. It's one or the other. Guys, I know a lot of you guys are young and you're doing your thing and you're on your purpose. Let me tell you right now, you're going to run into women who are going to hit you with that ultimatum. Stand by your truth. Don't be coming on my motherfucking channel talking about some, yeah, I'm on my purpose. Yeah, I'm in my abundance mindset. And the first girl that comes along and threaten to take her fish hole away from you, her fucking little stanky pussy hole away from you, you bitch up and, oh, you in a relationship and then 6 months you married. Guys, fuck that shit. All right, fuck that shit. Don't let no woman bitch you. All right, if you want to get in a relationship, get in a fucking relationship. But let it be something you want to do. But what I have to ask you is why you want to get in a fucking relationship. All right, why you want to be in a fucking relationship. If you generally want to start a family, then good. Keep the fucking state out your business. But at some point, a lady going to come hit you with an ultimatum that if you don't marry her, she's going to take her fish hole away from you. And I'm going to tell you why she wants to get married. Because she knows the fucking state is on her side, motherfuckers.
Okay, make it painfully clear to this woman. After you guys get divorced, you will be just as you were before you got married. Make that abundantly clear. And like I said, if you are the man of her dreams, she won't even threaten to leave you, because who's she gonna run to? Brad? If you're a Chad, is she gonna run to Brad? Or no, she's not gonna settle for second place. She knows you're first place, bro. She's not gonna threaten you. She's not gonna leave you if you're first place.
That's the whole point of why women love marriage, because they know the laws are on their side. It ain't that they want this big old Christian thing. No, they want to get married because they know that the law is on their side. They get a lot more security that way. And as a man, you know that, and you still let a woman bitch you, so I can't respect that. All right? Now, if you ain't know no better and you just watching this video and you married, go ahead. But you know, what I know.
That's fine, bro. Okay, like I said, this is your point of view, and I'm making this video based off my point of view. Awesome that you can date 5 or 6 girls at a time. I personally, 1, don't like that, and 2, that's just way too much for me to worry about and handle, because I am just like you, on my purpose, I'm on my grind. And every time I even get a text from a girl, you are interrupting my flow of things. So if I want to talk to a girl, I will take it 1 or 2 at a time, but it's up for personal opinion if you want to like do PUA and talk to 10 different girls at once and make that your life. Personally, I'm not about that, girls are not that important to me.
Hey, what I know. But like I said, guys, at some point, don't let a woman bitch you. At some point, she's gonna try. Stand by your truth, be a fucking man. Don't let no woman bitch you. Alright? Alright. Like, comment, subscribe.
Alright, so that's going to end it right there, but I completely agree with that. Don't let women try to control you. Don't let women become the man. You are the man. And you have to maintain that and understand that and develop that fully before you can go into that state of wanting to get married. If you do, and she starts to throw you those ultimatums, or she starts to walk away and you become needy and say, okay, let's get married because I don't want you to walk away. She has the power, bro. Let her walk away. That's fine. But that's not the only reason guys get married. That and whatever the other reason was. So I hope you guys took something away from this video. And as always, like he said, like, comment, subscribe. As always, new videos every single day at 5 o'clock p.m. PST. Make sure you have a fantastic rest of your day and make sure you come back for tomorrow's video. Peace.